Wolves. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Now here's Doncic. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Here's Edwards. Towns gets the bucket.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Now here's Irving. To the inside. Kicks it to Doncic. Irving with it. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You know, for Irving, he's made an effort, a conscious effort to get to the line more, and for good reason. I mean, he's a really good foul shooter.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Gafford. And here is Irving. Back to Gafford. Outside Irving. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And here's Minnesota now. Now here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Sinks the tray.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Outside Edwards. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Grant.
Well, B.A. in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
Spins. Gafford with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Gafford. Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And they get it back. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Towns.
I think Washington, because of his athleticism and length, can be an outstanding defender in this league.
Here's Doncic. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Irving. Washington outside. Doncic outside. 4-3. Buries it from 3.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Here's Edwards. Gafford with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
Now Doncic. Pass to Gafford. And here's Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup is good off the glass. Doncic has got 5.
Savvy play call that time by Luka, creating some room for himself out there. Got some space, just what he needed.
Down low. Right side Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Fires from deep. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Kyrie Irving. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Back to Edwards. And they pick up 2. He's got 5.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Thompson outside. Doncic with it. Gets it off. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Minnesota. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at him.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Now here's Alexander Walker. Has to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
And Irving gets it to go.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Takes the 3, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Irving's got 7 points.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
Ingles, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Irving. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Alexander Walker. Lively grabs a miss.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Kleba. No good on the triple.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Dillingham. And there's a foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Here's Doncic. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Here's Towns. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
The three from Washington. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Here's Doncic. Out to Thompson. Pass to Doncic. And Gobert with a block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Mavericks trail by 3. "46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Gafford. It's blocked by Gobert. To the paint. It's stolen by Washington. Here's the break. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Doncic up strong. Count that bucket. Doncic has got 7 points.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a sliver.
Pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. And the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. "11 seconds left to play in the first half. Doncic left side. Just 3 on the clock. Luka proving he can score from anywhere. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Dallas on top, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Edwards looking for an opening. Inside. Here's Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out, and Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Towns. Nails the baby hook. Towns has got 6.
trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Kicks it out Towns. Drains the triple. He's got 9.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Washington outside. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Washington's gotten his second bucket.
Proving he can capitalize from this area too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. It's stolen by Irving. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has welcomed Anthony Edwards to a co-starring role on the Wolves. Towns said, quote, "I never wanted to be a bad fit. I wanted to be one of the successful stories that brought the best out of the young guy, and I think I've done a great job of supporting Ant." Brian, reminiscent of how KG helped him years back, maybe?
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. The shot by Conley, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Doncic. Out to Thompson. Pass to Washington. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Conley. Yes! And the foul! Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Conley doesn't have an overwhelming body, but I tell you, good job that time taking the hit and finishing through it.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
Substitution on court.
Kleber outside from the arc. Again, the miss by Dallas. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Ingles. That shot, no good. Oh, great D that time from Kleber. Pass to Lively. Uses the glass on the layup. Lively's got his first points of the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Reed sets a screen to the middle. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Derek Lively. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's scoreless. Out to Kleber. Clock at 6. Here's Grimes. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside, Ingles to the paint. Reed in the post. The Mavericks pull it in. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Kleber. Fires in the triple. Kleber's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Shannon. The 3 is up. Minnesota again missing.
Minnesota foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Irving. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here.
The Mavericks, 43.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. The Mavericks leading. Now Dinwiddie. Pass to Lively. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. Lively grabs a miss. The Mavericks lead by 3. Here's Irving. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Irving. Over Edwards. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Here's Doncic. Washington outside. Pass to Doncic. 5 on the clock. Nice finish from Luka.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 4 points in the quarter.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Offensive board. Lets it go from deep. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Irving. And that one's good.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Outside Edwards. To the inside. From 6 feet away. Washington grabs the miss.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Outside for Irving. Deflects the pass. Doncic outside. And there's the lob. And the dunk by Gafford.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
Outside Edwards. Nice D from Gafford. Dallas leading by 6. Outside Irving. Down low. And Washington powers it through.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Edwards. Gafford with with the block. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. Both good from the line that time.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point game. Now here's Irving. Driving to the basket. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
It's good. Edwards, what strength.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
And it's Doncic missing. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Edwards. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Out to Thompson for 3. Nails it from 3.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Edwards. Yes!
Or a great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Washington. Now here's Doncic. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Irving looking around. Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Luka Doncic.
Free throw no good for Edwards. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Pass to Irving. From deep 3-point land. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.